have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
I just finished my meeting with Max Connectors and I'm just gonna call an Uber to go home now. My friend actually called me just before I had a meeting because he was asking if I was free to catch up, and that's really expensive. Yeah, the thing is, like, when I go to my agency, coming here is not so bad, but like when I go back home, it's like double the price. I mean, I could take the bus and of course it will be a lot cheaper if I do, but I'm just trying to avoid public transport right now just because I know some bus drivers let a lot more people than they should on the bus and it's really crowded. So even though Sydney's pretty safe right now, there's no like community transmissions, I still want to be safe than sorry, so I avoid crowded places. I made it back home. Once again, I didn't vlog in an Uber. Like, I always say to myself, oh, I'm gonna get some shots in the Uber, and then I never do because I just end up talking to the Uber drivers the whole entire time. Let me show you guys something. Before I show you guys, I totally understand that this is very extra and crazy, but hear me out, okay? So you guys know I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing. You guys know I've spent a lot of hours on that game. I've spent over 600 hours now and I love my island. I spent so much time on it. So I would never reset my island because of the amount of time I spent, and I love how it looks. I love my villages. I love everything about it. But for the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking I want another island. The problem is you can only have one island per Switch, which sucks. And people have told me, hey Kim, why don't you just create another user profile? Yeah, I know you can do that, but that just adds another house to the same island. Only one island per Switch. Unfortunately, by making a new user account, it does not add another island on your Switch. So the only way to get another island is to buy another Switch, which is what I did just yesterday. I got a new Nintendo Switch. A lot of places are sold out, but there's a lot of places that have been stocking them, and it's a lot easier to get now because when I went into JB, they had a lot left. I'm just gonna go out now to meet up with my friend. He called me earlier and asked if I was free to catch up. So I'm gonna go to a cafe. I really wanna get a coffee right now. I'm kind of tired. Hey guys, it's been a couple of days now. I kind of lost track of time. Things have been really busy over the last couple of days. I might go into it later on in this video. But today is a Saturday and we are going to head to North Sydney to go to some markets. So Eric and I have been hunting a good chopping board for a while, and there's a guy there that makes chopping boards out of wood. So we are going to head down and have a look today, and then we're going to go to our friend's house to have brunch too. Truffle specialist. Is he here today?
He's normally here.
Oh no, it's okay, we'll just have a look around.
Yeah.
Portuguese tart.
$4 for one.
Wow. Well, that's really good. The cheese puff, that looks really good.
Oh, we made cheese puffs.
Yeah. Oh, you made them? Oh, nice. Fortunately, chopping board guy isn't around this week, so we'll come back another week.
Cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs. Homemade beef noodle. Smells so good. Oh, we had so much food. Now we're in a food coma, so we're gonna go for a walk. We are here right now, the coal loader. Kind of scary, but cool. Whoa. It actually looks a lot more dark in real life. On the camera, it looks really bright. Like some trail we're on. The opera house is over there. Alright, that was a nice walk. We were at the coal loader and there was like a really nice nature trail which we took. Now we're just waiting for an Uber to go back home. This is a nice area, we should do it more often. Go for like nature trails and walks and stuff. We usually don't do this, we're lazy. We go to the same places over and over again, but we're gonna try and go to different places. We might have to come back to this area next week because we need to buy a new chopping board and we weren't able to get one today. So maybe next week. Guys, I just got back home and I opened up my Pokemon Go. And I got a shiny Zubat. Oh my gosh. So I was gonna say we made it back home and it got dark very quickly. It's winter now in Australia, so it gets dark by like 4:35. Today we were supposed to go out to the markets to buy a chopping board because my chopping boards, I bought them like 6-7 years ago when I was starting to get into cooking. Back then I never really cooked until I moved out, but I had a phase where I bought a bunch of cooking stuff and never really cooked. I actually bought a lot of baking stuff back in the day as well, and I never baked anything. When I'm cooking these days, I can tell that I want something a bit more sturdy because whenever I chop stuff, my chopping board just keeps moving around. I got some parcels that I wanted to open up. So the first one is from Sony. Ever since I uploaded the review for the Sony ZV-1, I've been using this camera for all my vlogs. It does everything I need it to do, so it's great. But the only downside for me with this camera is that the battery tends to die very quickly. So I mentioned that to Sony and they gave me some spare batteries. So I'm gonna charge these up so I don't have to worry about my battery dying ever again. I also got this parcel from the Beauty Bay as well, so let's just open this up to see what is inside. We have some skincare from the Beauty Bay. We have the moisturizer, face mist, and nourishing oil. Thank you so much, Beauty Bay. I also have a very exciting package from Sony which I am going to be opening up soon. I'm going to need Eric's help for it because it's quite big, but pretty much I'm going to give you guys a teaser on what's going on. I am teaming up with Sony for Skill Up with Sony. They asked me to pick a skill that I have always wanted to learn but never have. And if you guys watched my vlogs, you would know by now that I cook very often, but I don't really bake because I kind of suck at baking. A lot of things I have baked did not turn out right, and that's because I usually don't measure whenever I cook. I just put in whatever I feel like. But with baking, I feel like you need to measure things properly. So I stayed away from baking for a very long time, but then when Sony came up with this campaign, I was like, hey look, I am going to try and get over my fear of baking, and I'm going to try to learn how to bake. But the most important thing about this campaign, which you guys are gonna love, there's going to be a giveaway for the Sony ZV-1 camera. So I will go into more detail when I make that video. I think that might be the next video on this channel. So make sure you guys look forward to that if you guys are interested to win one of these cameras for yourself. And you baby. Okay, let's open this. I've always wanted one of these. Yay! I'm so excited. So now that we have this, I'm gonna be baking lots of cakes. Beautiful. Unlock, then you lift it up, right? Oh, there we go. How funny would it be if we just accidentally break it when we first open it? Actually, that wouldn't be funny. That'd be pretty devastating. It's such a pretty color as well. It matches our blender. I feel like we're really old now. I'm like legit so excited about this. I've never been so happy to receive something before. I haven't used it yet, but I love it already. Thank you, Sony. We're going to have a little date night. Hey guys, it is the next day. My face feels really puffy for some reason. I think it's because I was eating late last night, which is really bad. But today I am going to go grocery shopping. We're gonna head to World Square. I am going to try and challenge myself and make something I have never made before. I'm going to be making a fruit tart. I spent the whole morning playing Animal Crossing on my new Switch. So I started up my new island. Subscribe to my gaming channel because I will be filming that in the next couple of days. That should be exciting. Anyway, I think we should head down now because I really want to get back early and wash my hair because it's been really gross lately. Like, oh, I feel like I need to go to the hairdressers because it's been about 8 months since I've been and I have so many split ends down here. It's so gross. Just decided to change my clothes into something else. I'm gonna put some more sunscreen on my face. I've been really good recently with sunscreen. Like, every single time I go out, I always put on sunscreen, so I'm pretty proud. I'm kind of having a no makeup day today, though I am wearing concealer down here because I have quite a few scabs that formed like a few weeks ago because I was going crazy picking my face again. I feel like because the past couple of months I haven't really been going out, so the color of my concealer is off. Yeah, that's good. I ran out of instant coffee. This is what I usually drink.
use a glass. It's
Yeah.
probably nice to keep afterwards.
You on? Yeah.
Medium dark,
$24.
medium roast.
Yeah. $24 and that would last me a year for coffee. Cream and milk. Okay. Overall, it was $87.08. Okay, at the Asian grocers, and we're just gonna get one small pack of noodles. Yeah. We're gonna get bubble tea here, and look at the names of these drinks, guys. Yeah, they are fancy. We are just at Victoria's basement and I just needed to get one of these tart molds, and this one is on sale for $10. Back home and I'm gonna drink my bubble tea now. It's just like a milk tea with brown sugar pearls. Gonna enjoy this for a bit. Hey guys, so a couple of hours has passed. I was playing Animal Crossing, transferring stuff from my original island to my new island, like DIY recipes and stuff like that. But now it's almost 6 p.m. so I'm going to attempt to make this tart. I'm gonna cook dinner in about half an hour, but I'm not gonna film myself cooking dinner because I'm just making those stir-fry noodles that I usually make. The problem with my kitchen is that there's barely any space on the counter, and if you have an electrical appliance, it must be plugged into this area. So I'm just gonna move the KitchenAid over here. This recipe I just got off kitchenaid.com.au. Okay, first preheat the oven to 180 degrees. Fan forced. I'm trying. Okay, so
You got locked in?
yeah, cream the butter with one. I need to Google this. How to cream butter. 200 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. This is actually still quite cold, so I'm just gonna leave it out for a bit. So guys, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the goal with the Skill Up Sony campaign is for me to make a MasterChef worthy dessert. Grated lemon rind. Oh yeah, let's do this. There we go. Feels so out of my comfort zone right now. Okay. Wait, I'm just really confused because in the ingredients list for the base, it says we need 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, but then in the recipe it says you only need 1 teaspoon? Do you mix it all in after? Oh crap, we don't have baking beans. Can we not use baking beans? I've used rice. Okay. Put that in. On speed 4 until well combined. Here we go, speed 4. Oh Jesus, I'm scared. Okay. Maybe I should have set the speed after I turned it on. Whoa. Pop in. Oh wait, are you supposed to sift the flour first? You guys know that dog meme, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's me right now. Okay, that is 1 cup. And then we need 3/4. So this is 1/4 cup. I added in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract before. I'm gonna add in another 2. So it's 1, 2. Okay, come on, please work. Whew. Oh wait, hang on. It says scrape mixture into a ball. Okay, so let's just wrap this up. That first step took me 45 minutes and I feel like it should have only taken like 10 minutes at most. Anyway, I'm gonna actually cook some dinner now just because it's now 6:45 p.m. and yeah, we need to eat. So this is going to be dessert. I can take my time and make this a bit later. So I'll see you guys in a bit after I finish dinner. Hey guys, so I just finished cooking dinner and I was going through the recipe again and I think I made a mistake. I don't think I was supposed to put in the rest of the sugar into that mixture. I mean, the mixture is okay, but it smells very sweet, so Yeah, I think I screwed up. I think I have to start again, which is doable because I have 50 grams of butter, which I did not use. And I have another one which I was using before. Oh, but hey, you can't expect things to go perfectly the first time you do it. All right, round 2. So I was reading the recipe again and I'm just generally really confused because it says in the recipe you need 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. But then in the recipe, it only says to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and nowhere else in the recipe does it tell you to use 2 more. So I'm like, is this correct or not? I'm gonna prepare the butter again, and this time it is actually at room temperature. See guys, this is why I don't bake. This always happens, I get so confused. Luckily I still have a lot of lemon left. Now we are going to add in the flour again, so I'm just gonna do the same as before, just sift it in. This is what it looks like, and it actually looks a lot better because before we had too much sugar, so it was very powdery. There was still a lot of flour left. Here is our ball. I think this time it's working out a lot better. It's been about 15 minutes, so now we're going to roll out the dough. Oh my god. Okay. I feel like this one's really dry. Okay, maybe I'm gonna put it back in the fridge for a little longer. Guys, the oven has been preheating for like over 2 hours already. So you know what? I'm just gonna turn it off. I don't think I am going to get this done anytime soon. This is such a fail, but you know what guys? You learn from your mistakes and that's what I'm hoping to do today. It didn't work. So this is my tart. It's falling apart still. I think it's because there wasn't enough butter in the mix. I probably measured wrong. Hey guys, so it's been about 2 days since that failed tart. So I posted it on Instagram and Nico's Kitchen actually messaged me and was like, hey, how are you making the tart? And I told him that I followed a recipe on kitchenaid.com.au and he was like, oh yeah, don't follow those recipes because they never work. Nico is also a YouTuber, so I'll link him down below. He sent me one of his recipes for a custard tart and told me to try that. Nico's Kitchen, like, it's actually quite funny. We've never met in real life before, but we are both from Perth and I believe, oh, this is like maybe 8 years ago now, we were in a newspaper article together. That was huge for me at that time. I couldn't believe it. And I also interviewed Nico for the same article. I remembered reading the article and they were mainly talking about how we can generate income from YouTube, and I was looking up to him so much. Like, he was what I wanted to be in the future. And I never reached out to him at the time because I was too shy. At that time, I remembered, I think I only had like 20,000 subscribers. Can't remember how we got in contact, but maybe about a year or 2 ago, like, we started messaging each other on Instagram, and yeah, that was really cool. I wish that we were able to meet before I moved to Sydney, but hopefully when I go back to Perth, we can meet up for the first time because that would be awesome. He runs a cooking channel and he's super nice. Like, every time I post a food picture, he like always sends me recipes and tips to help me out. Just earlier, I went grocery shopping to buy ingredients for this tart. I watched Nico's video and it was completely different to what I did, and the ingredients are slightly different as well, so we're going to try and follow this recipe. So let's just do the zest of 1 lemon, so we had to get a new one. All right, so we're gonna stick the butter pieces in. It's not as crummy as Nico's. Oh. I think that is good. I just felt it and it does feel pretty soft. Well, at least this one's, it's still crummy, but it stays a lot better than the other one I made. And we're gonna chill this for about 2 hours in the fridge. I'm scared. Oh, actually, it's not falling apart. Yes, that's a good sign. I feel like we need to roll this out on like a bench or something. Oh no, it's just stuck. Someone sent me a DM when I posted about my fail and they were like, hey, bakers aren't made overnight, which is true, okay? Maybe just a little bit more on the side. Okay. And put it in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Oh man, it says I need 500 mils of whipping cream, but I only have 300 mils here. So about 5-ish eggs. So I've taken out the tart, and I don't know, guys, the crust, it kind of fell apart. This is my first time making custard. This is so interesting. Okay, so he says just pour in a little bit because we don't want the eggs to scramble. Ooh, it's so fragrant. I put the tart in the oven. Let's hope this works. We took it out of the fridge, and actually it smells really good. We just had to wait for it to cool down, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge for like maybe an hour or so. I transferred the tart to the fridge, and we're supposed to keep it in there for about an hour, but I think I'm gonna keep it there overnight because it's getting late now. What time is it? It's like 9 o'clock. So by the time I get to eat it, it's like 10 o'clock already. So I thought maybe it's best not to eat tonight because it's getting a bit late, and I'm trying not to eat past dinner time. So tomorrow, all I have to do is just glaze the fruits and then put them on the tart. Next day, and I just glazed the fruits quickly, and we're gonna try and yay! It worked!
Rocky takes expensive happy.
Hey guys, so it's late at night time, and I feel like I've dragged this video on for way too many days, so I thought I'll just end this video here. Yeah, I just thought I'll chat to you guys quickly before I end the video. I feel like recently though, my videos have been super long. Most of them are over half an hour, so I'm wondering, like, do you guys want shorter vlogs? So like if I just vlog one day at a time, or do you prefer if I combine days together to get a longer vlog? Like, I want to upload more on this channel, but like, oh, well, okay, look. Honestly, when this whole COVID thing started, my work got really quiet for 2 months. At that time, I was super worried about income and stuff, but now it's gotten a lot better, but it's gotten too busy now. So I'm really stressed out, but I am so grateful and so happy that things, you know, have gone back to normal. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to vlog this weekend just because I have so much work to do. What's been happening? Oh, Melbourne is going into lockdown for 6 weeks, and that just started like yesterday, I think. Yeah, in Australia, we were doing super well. Like, we were only getting single-digit cases every day, and those cases were from people returning back to Australia from overseas. So they were already in quarantine and all, so, you know, we didn't have any community spread. But then I don't exactly know what happened, but I think one of the security guards caught the virus in Melbourne, and then it just kind of spread to everyone, and now there are like over 100 cases a day in Melbourne. So I really hope that in Melbourne they can contain the virus, and hopefully it doesn't spread as much as it has. Like, I do believe that it can work because we went on lockdown like a couple of months ago and we stopped the spread. Actually, today I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the beauty community right now, but I feel like because I've dragged the video on long enough, maybe I'll keep it for another time. I feel like now we are in a time where people aren't afraid to speak up. If you hurt a lot of people in the past, there's gonna be a time where truth comes out. Since it's also public anyway, I'm talking about Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Tati and James Charles, whole drama that's going on, and yeah, I don't know, I just find it very shady. I mean, I've got my opinions on that, and maybe I might talk about it in another video, but yeah, it's, there's some crazy stuff going on right now. And it's really sad because I actually really like Jeffree Star, and I bought a few of his products as well. So now, you know, all these things are coming out, and of course, because we don't know them, we don't know the truth. I always say that when there's a disagreement, there are 3 sides. There's one side, another side, and the truth. So hopefully the truth comes out soon because it's getting really crazy. But anyway, guys, it is getting very late here, so I am going to end this video here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know down below if you guys prefer longer vlogs or shorter ones, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.